SaVon, it's time for glasses.
For who?
SaVon, it's okay.
For who?
Come home.
For who? I've never had glasses in my life, and I don't plan on it. I don't plan on it.
You have a problem with glasses? Like,
yeah, on me.
why is that?
Because I don't fit that mold, bro.
You look good in shades.
Thank you, but it's not glasses.
They are.
They're not glasses.
Yes, they are. They're glasses with a tint.
I don't need them. Glasses are like, you need those.
SaVon, tell the audience what you just told me exactly 2 minutes ago.
So for our pre-production document, I put everything in my notes because it's in the cloud. And as you know, the cloud transfers to your Apple Watch, to your MacBook. So me, I like to be in sync, right? No JT. I like to be in sync with all of the shit that I do. So I put my notes on the Notes app. And because when I pull it up on the desktop, I can't really read the letters like that. I transfer over to a Google Doc, and then I increase the text size so that I could do both. I could pod and read. I can't read on them little letters, bro.
So what you telling us is you need 2 apps to read a couple lines.
I need an app and a half, motherfucker. Nobody considers the Notes app a real app.
That's basically what you say.
No.
You know what that sounds like?
What it
sounds like? You need glasses, brother.
It sounds like I need assistance.
No. You don't need an assistant to see something right in front of you. It's time. It's okay, brother. Come on home. At least go get your eyes checked. That's the problem with y'all. They used to tell y'all as a kid that your eyesight was all good. For the next 10 to 15 years, y'all proceeded to play video games right next to the TV and assume that your vision is the same as it was in 2003. It's time for another checkup, SaVon.
Nah, fuck all that, bro. I can't.
I'll give you my guy.
I don't. Who? Oh, you gotta plug for everything.
You know that, man.
Yo, you are a resourceeful motherfucker.
I try to be, man.
How you do that? Your whole life.
When you don't have shit your whole life, you got to start finding shit along the way. And that's what I've done.
My problem is, like, I got to pick a struggle, okay? Okay. Because I don't know if you've seen, there was a trend maybe a week or 2 ago where they were saying, and you might have to bleep this, but I'm sorry. You had to see it. They was like, what is the a man can do?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that
was going viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
They was like, use umbrellas.
Somebody said having allergies is one.
All right.
I got allergies. I felt the way. Like, some of the things I understood, like, yo, when you land a plane, if you're clapping, that's not the most manliest act. Right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
So when I saw allergies, I'm like, damn, I got to pick another struggle. What the fuck? I got allergies.
No.
I had asthma growing up. All right,
nigga
my hairline, I ain't got no hairline, right? Like, if you look at the back of my head, you'll see hair.
Yeah, I see some shit.
You see some shit right there?
Yeah, I see some shit.
But if you see the top, if I drop the top is dropped. Like, there's nothing up top. So I gotta pick my struggles wisely. Glasses is not one that I'm gonna conform to. I'm sorry.
So just fuck seeing.
Yeah, we go thug this shit out.
That's what's up, though. It's all right.
Even when I'm on the road, I be trying to test myself. So I do things to test myself.
SaVon, you don't need to test yourself this way.
So this previous test, actually on my way here, I was driving. And I now have to see where my vision is by trying to read the license plate in front of me. And so I calculate the meters of how far it is until I can't see the letters on the license plate.
Oh, this is worse than I thought.
So today, I saw this one license plate was like JNC 1099, right?
Yeah, you good? That's my shit.
No, it ain't.
My shit is JNC. I ain't gonna say the rest of my shit. You been watching my shit?
No, bro. It was a random truck. On God, bro. It was a random truck. That's really your shit?
Yeah, it's really. My shit started with JNC.
We 2 and 2. I ain't know
my
that.
shit really start with JNC. What the fuck?
Well, I saw this truck. It was JNC 1099, right? And so I had to test myself because I knew that I memorized it.
Okay.
So I wanted to see how far it would take for me to not be able to see it.
While you were driving on the road?
While I was driving. While I was driving on the road, I was giving myself a test. And it took about, I'll calculate maybe 18 feet before I was like, ooh, them numbers. I don't see no JNC, nigga. I'm seeing PBM.
SaVon.
The 1099 started looking like a P88. I was like, oh, shit. And it wasn't that far. But
contacts. It's time to come home.
Nah, fuck all that.
It's time to come home.
I'll pick my struggle, nigga.
Just go get some flash. You see me with the Cardis.
Nah, see you, but that's you can pull that off. I can't get that off. I can't get that off. I cannot get that off. It is Monday and we are here. The Needs to Know podcast. What's going on? Hey, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling amazing. This is definitely new for our audience.
Yes.
We did inform them last week and on previous episodes that we was finna drop 2 times a week.
2 times. Dos.
Wasn't lying.
We was not lying.
We here.
This is the first Saturday and that's why it's just Alice and I. Oh yeah. Well,
It's
we're
Monday.
here on a Saturday.
Yeah, they don't know
There's
that.
an extra work day.
That's fine. That's all we do.
That's all we do, right?
Yeah.
But it's for the betterment of the pod. And thank y'all for rocking with us. Again, a part of this is just giving y'all a little bit more understanding what the market is, especially when it comes to this podcasting thing. I'm so excited we get to talk about this podcast list from the Hollywood Reporter, talking about the most influential, the biggest podcast. We'll get to that at some point. But like Alex said, we promise twice a week. This is the first of many episodes that'll drop on a Monday. Start your week with us. We appreciate you. The silent listeners, I need y'all to be a little bit more vocal.
Yeah, y'all gotta talk for this one.
I need y'all to be a little bit more vocal. We doing this shit really for y'all, because the ones we hear and see from, like, yo, that's gang. We fuck with you. We love you. We appreciate you. But the silent ones, we need to just see y'all a little bit more, man.
And it's better when it's silent.
Especially on a Monday. Like, start my week off right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes, well, I don't know about this. I haven't been in a relationship in a really long time.
That's okay, brother.
But when I was, all I wanted to do was to start my day with some eggs and bacon and some cheese.
And you did that today. That's why our bathrooms smell like shit.
Yeah, them eggs.
You know what's crazy? Our bathrooms smell like green eggs and ham. All because of you. I walked into the studio, y'all. This motherfucker was eating a low vibrational sandwich. I can't even speak. Look.
No bacon on it.
But the bathroom don't smell that way.
Well, the bathroom, that's my fibers up.
Smell like it was extra bacon.
I got good fiber. So the shit just run right through me.
Rough foliage, right?
But the thing I think I miss the most about being in a relationship is when shorty would, wake me up to some breakfast first thing in the morning. So what I want to do to y'all is wake y'all up first thing on Monday morning.
You trying to be they shorty? You trying to be they shorty?
I'm just trying to be they vibe. Whatever they vibe is, that's us. That's it. Every fucking Monday, come tapping with the Needs to Know podcast.
Please do.
We got a ton to talk about. It's hard to talk about all the things that we were trying to talk about in one day.
Yeah.
So now we giving y'all two. And y'all are still going to see the same familiar faces. We got Nyla, we got Yaz, we got Aiden, we got some new people, some new folks, some new voices. We can't wait to have them pull up. But today, we got Big Booty Frankie. What's up?
What I tell you about talking about our alien like that?
Look at this nigga Frankie.
He don't like being spoken about like
we
that.
We don't know.
Told
Stop
you.
Putting the gender on.
Okay, Dave, my fault. You right. I'm the problem.
Big booty right there. Caked up Frankie.
You know what's funny? They say that there is an alien aircraft on its way to us.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now?
Right now as we speak.
Oh,
and they saying it's like 7 miles long. So maybe they coming for Frankie.
We don't take things serious on this planet.
On this pod.
Now, we really don't. Well, we're not supposed to on this pod. We're supposed to be like the escape. But I think overall, we don't take things serious on this planet.
Because what are we supposed to do? Okay, aliens is coming with a 7 mile ship. Now what? What I'm going to do?
I wish I had this clip.
What I'm going to do?
What's the smart guy? Not Mike Tyson, his cousin, Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, that nigga, bro.
His cousin.
I saw this video. I'm actually gonna look it up.
Yeah.
But I saw this video. Well, basically, he said humans. Actually, I'll ask you first.
I watch his pod.
You
Star Talk.
Oh shit!
I told you, that's my shit over there.
I don't know. You surprise me every freaking day.
I do.
But all right. So, what is the smartest animal?
Not mammal, animal.
Just animal, mammal, whatever you want.
That's a good
question.
question.
The smartest being that's not a fucking human. Not being, but yeah.
I'm going to go with a praying mantis. They know when to kill their lover.
A chimp, goddammit. A fucking chimp. Not a praying mantis, a chimp. Monkeys, chimps.
I was just giving
the closest thing we got.
I was just giving my opinion.
I would have accepted dolphins.
Whale. That's my opinion, though.
A praying mantis.
They know when to kill their lover when it's over. They know when to just dead it.
Fucking chimps, all right?
You're right. Chimps are
He said humans are only 3% smarter than chimps.
That's it?
That's it. He said we're only 3% smarter than chimps. And look at all we've been able to accomplish with just having that 3%. Now, he said in a alternate reality, imagine there is a species that is 3% smarter than a human.
Oh, shit. That's all it takes.
Just 3% smarter. So we talking about alien.
All it takes is 3% to be in the wild as opposed to driving a car.
3%. And he said in that theory, there could be, external factors, external beings, things out there that are just looking at us on Earth, and we're just an ant farm to them because they're 3% smarter than who we are.
Well, he's right. What he predicted is they saying it's on its way.
Okay.
Yeah. You imagine a space alien ship 7 miles long. Listen to what I'm saying. You ever ran 7 miles?
The ship is 7 miles
You
long?
ain't hear me the first time, so I said it the
I thought you
fourth
said
time.
it was 7 miles away.
No, SaVon, I would have been here by the time we was done recording, nigga. What the fuck?
I thought you said it was 7 miles away from the Earth. I swear I really did.
The alien ship that
didn't process.
that has been sent to spy on us is 7 miles long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That shit coming with diseases.
Yeah, they will fuck us up.
And we just laughing.
And we just here potting.
We gonna give them Frankie.
Hopefully Frankie hold us down. Hopefully, like,
He won't.
That's the one thing. If they do run our records, they know that we really gang. Like, we're all inclusive.
We've housed an alien for a very long time, so that should give us something. They should give us some credit for that. Yeah, I agree.
I can't wait for that to actually come true.
No, you can wait, and we will. Fuck is wrong? We got to fucking intro this pod, SaVon.
Oh, we ain't
So we doing shit on Mondays.
What's going on? It's a Monday. It's the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know podcast. I go by the name SaVon. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Again, we will be here every single Monday, every single Thursday, and every day in between. I'm trying to invade your algorithm like the aliens.
All right, nigga, you scaring me. Like, you must fix your voice.
Right,
what up, y'all? It's your boy, as always, the Paco Phone Poppy. Never alone, always with the posse. Y'all know it's only one Alex, and we are with y'all.
I don't know if you could really get that off. It's more than one Alex.
See, that's why I don't fuck with you.
Wait,
now.
but that's for real, though.
As my man, you supposed to cheer me on and say, you know what? Even though there's a million Alexes, you the only real one.
Nah, you are the only real
But you ain't say that.
Nah, you are the only real
But
one.
then say that.
I know a lot of Alexes who, they not so thorough.
Say it some more.
They not so thorough.
That's what
But
you're
it is
supposed to. Thank you.
All right, man.
Thank you.
We got a ton to talk about today. The cool thing about recording on the days that we're, or dropping on Mondays, is we kind of get everything that happens in between time.
And the weekend.
One of the things that I do want to talk about before we get into music, before we get into the life shit, the Hollywood Reporter put out the podcast Power Players of 2025. It was a list of how many folks? 44.
44 people.
44 people on this list.
Nice.
I love how they did it on their website, where they did 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15,
Right.
16 through 20. What I will say on the initial finding of this article is the pictures. Pictures always tell a story. It's just like on the Rolling Loud stage, the biggest name seems to be the most impactful artist.
They be in the big font.
They be in the biggest font ever. And then, you know, you get a little bit lower, you get a little bit smaller. So for this, I'm kind of really impressed because I see Joe Rogan. I see Michelle Obama. I see my guy, Jason Bateman. Damn, what's the name? That's a great pod. Hold up.
That is a great pod. I ain't gonna lie. They be talking this. They're witty. Smartless. The three of those guys.
Yes.
All actors.
Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes. I see all of these people, but
Facts.
the biggest image here is Joe Budden.
That's a fact. Joe, what up?
The biggest image here is Joe Budden. And I think that's super dope because, again, I've read through this list. I think it's always important to see who's leading the charge in the space that we're in. And he was the only black person in like the first 20, maybe even 25 like slots on this list.
That's a big deal.
Really fucking impressive.
Speaks to the impact.
The impact, the growth, the reach. It speaks to all of that. So he was actually in the 1 through 5 category. I was not expecting. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you seen a lot of Anglo-Saxons and didn't know if they was gonna show Joe that same love.
When you see these lists, you just don't expect to see it. Like, I think black podcasters have been overlooked for so long. I've been conditioned to see us in a certain range. Not that I don't think we deserve to be there.
I know what you mean.
Like, again, I have the privilege. I see the numbers.
Yeah.
I know what he's doing. And I'm like, it's no way all of these podcasts are outperforming him, other than inflating the market. Like the NPRs or the CBSs, they just have a ton of different shows and they just put them out every single day. But in the traditional sense of how we record podcasts, or like the Joe Rogans, or the long form talk podcasts, I don't see us there.
Yeah.
And so it was dope to see him within the top 5. I will say that.
I'm glad he leaked his numbers. Him leaking his numbers made other people that are not in our circle put more respect on what it is that he does and his cultural impact. Because similar to what you're saying, it's easy for people to just assume when they don't know and be like, hey, yo, he just for the black people.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, he just has X amount of people, X amount of fans. No, when I'm telling you I'm making $20 million a month and this is subscription based, now you got to start doing math.
Yeah.
And the math goes over to the people you're familiar with and people like Joe. So
I'm
like
going to
that.
talk to the top 5. Right?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
We can start with Smartless, Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, and Sean Hayes. They were number 1. I'm going to assume there's not numbers here, but it looks like they kind of went in order.
They paired that with like a documentary, right?
They did.
I watched
They
that.
was on Max.
They was on Max. Yeah, I saw that.
They got a documentary on Max. The Daily. obviously, right?
Yeah.
Stuff You Should Know with Chuck Bryan and Josh Clark.
I always see them in the Apple podcast thing, but I never could put a face to it.
Me too. And then right after them, we got Joe, the Joe Budden podcast.
At 4?
He was at 4.
Woo, Joe, what up, man?
He's before Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is at 5.
Damn.
So yeah, and then it gets even trickier because I would have thought in the 5, again, just being conditioned, where's Joe Rogan?
They ain't put Joe Rogan in the top 5?
Not in the top 5. You see what I'm saying? And that's why this article meant something to me, because it's like, whoa, the biggest Joe in podcast.
Joe knocking off Joe?
Joe knocked off Joe. The big battle Joe-ski.
You know,
okay.
It's interesting that he's not on there because I'll be frank. In the past year, or whenever he re-signed his last contract for the big money, I've seen less of him.
Yes.
Which is weird because he went wide, right?
Yes.
Like he wasn't exclusive to just Spotify anymore. Which is why I'm so confused, because if anything, I thought I would have seen more of you.
Yeah.
Now that you're not underneath, Spotify exclusively.
That's actually what I feel happened with Alex Cooper, who was number 6 on the list. She had a Spotify exclusive deal, and now she's kind of wide, and she's listed higher than Joe Rogan. And I think it's because with Joe Rogan, and we're going to get to him, I'm pretty sure he's in the top 10, but I think he just kind of went away from the things that I actually care to listen to him for, right? Like
racism.
No, I don't care.
My fault.
I don't care for that. That's not. Yeah, no. I like when Joe sat down with Wiz Khalifa. I like when Joe sat down with Robert Downey Jr. I like when Joe, and I say Joe Rogan, I like when he sat down with people who just weren't so focused on politics or mixed martial arts, and even some of the comedians that he sat down with. I think right now he's kind of putting himself in a box to where every time I see him is attached to something with Trump. Like, I know he's a centrist. I know, political views and all of those things, but I feel like that's what the algorithm and what the news and maybe propaganda has been pushing him towards, compared to when he's sitting down with Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like, compared to when he's talking to some of the people who you wouldn't expect him to, and it's still a great interview. It's just like, I know when I see Joe Rogan, he's going to talk to somebody about politics and the climate and the animals and this and that, which is dope. It serves a purpose. But I think getting back to talking to some of the people who we wouldn't expect to see him with is where I would like to see him.
That's crazy. I thought if anything, his fan base would continue to propel him because they love what he's done, especially for so long.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
And he's still one of the biggest in the world, so like, don't get it twisted. But he is not in the top 5. Next, we got Alex Cooper, Call Her Daddy, massive podcast. If you have not watched her documentary series on Hulu, please go check that out. It is very inspiring, not just for podcasters, but for creators in general. She has a dope story, and yeah, she's number 6 on the list. I'm not surprised.
Damn. Yeah, she got the women on lock.
You familiar? Oh wait, that's another Alex.
Yeah, us Alexes do it. Yeah, you good?
You can share that.
It's only one Alex though.
I mean, it might be 1.5 with
that. Yeah.
Yo, she got, bro, she's doing her thing.
So she got because she got more money than me.
No.
So because she got more money than me, she can take the name. That's what you're saying.
She got a little bit more everything than you.
Yo, you all right?
She all right.
Yeah, you straight?
She's talented, nigga. Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, what's funny? It was Alex and it was Sophie. That was her old co-host, right?
So you
Alex,
Sophie.
Nah, see, I was going to put the A with the S, but I don't want to be Sophie.
Sophie gone. Don't be Sophie. Sophie out of here.
I want to be Alex Cooper, goddammit. But no, Alex Cooper, she's on this list. Next, we got Crime Junkie, Ashley Flowers. I've heard of the Crime Junkie. Women, ladies, y'all hold that genre down.
Baddies love it.
I love to see, them continue to kill things. Then we got Tony Hinchcliffe, Kill Tony. Familiar with that part? Yo,
I just told you all them whites I knew. Now because I don't know Tony
Hinchcliffe.
Oh.
Did you watch the Tom Brady roast?
Yeah, I loved it.
He was one of the comedians from the Tom Brady roast.
Oh, he was the one.
He was the one.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
They say he bigger than Joe Rogan now?
That's what they saying. Streets are saying.
That white people beef different, boy.
But what's funny is they all in the same circle because they all borrow the same comedians. Like, so I've seen, who's pretty good friends with him? Donnell Rollins.
Okay, yeah, I love Donnell.
So I watch a lot of Donnell Rollins content, and him and Tony Hinchcliffe kind of have some dope chemistry, and they work together.
I know Tony Hinchman.
I'll tell you this. He referred to Puerto Rico as a floating island of garbage on the Trump campaign.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
See,
yeah.
I'm going to get you there every time, brother. That's Tony Hinchcliffe. Kill Tony.
The moment you said the Tom Brady roast, I thought about the guy who was the most memorable. That's him.
Oh, him. That's the guy.
He was the most memorable for sure.
Him and
it was another young lady. I forget her name.
Homegirl.
Yeah, she was going crazy.
She was smoking that shit. Andrew Huberman, the Huberman Lab. You've heard of Andrew? Yes, you have. Man.
Help me. I know Andrew Nemhart.
He's the.
He played for the Pacers.
Huberman.
Andrew Gillum. Remember Andrew Gillum? He was
I don't
running for president. And they found crack in his hotel room.
You know what?
I told you I watched politics.
I'm gonna go to the next one.
I watch the news.
I know you do.
All right.
He does like the health and wellness
Kim, you remember
stuff.
Andrew Gillum, right? Remember he was doing crack with the prostitutes?
Then they find him half naked.
Yeah, found him half naked, dick in his head. Wife left him. I know Andrew Gillum. You said not Andrew Gillum.
Nah, not that Andrew. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm gonna just move on. Andrew Huberman, health, wellness. Shout out to him. He's really killing shit. He's the guy who tells you to do cold showers.
Oh,
and touch grass.
No,
you don't remember that one, nigga. Yeah, fuck you. Next up, we got. If you don't know these guys, then we could just end the podcast here and just go into music.
All right, I know this one.
You heard of Travis, Jason Kelsey?
Oh, abs! Come on, you know I'm a football fan.
New Heights, goddamn it, New Heights.
Pod.
They're in the top 10.
Great
Again,
pod.
still no Joe Rogan. Speaking of New Heights, really quick.
Nah, Joe Rogan. Hold on, SaVon. I'm sorry. Joe Rogan might have pissed somebody off. Don't you think?
Oh yeah, he's pissed a lot of people off.
All right, continue.
Just speaking on like the New Heights podcast, this past week, I don't know if you saw, they had Taylor Swift.
I was just gonna bring that up.
They had the Taylor Swift, who's obviously dating Travis. But I think it's dope for podcasting because, again, it's just a testament to the space, into the medium, into the form, into all of the possibilities and the things that podcasting can do. I thought that was really dope.
I'm sure there were some Swifties that tuned into that podcast to hear their fave. Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing that's dope about that move, right? Like when you get these big artists and entertainers to sit down on a podcast, obviously they bring their audience.
Yeah.
And it's like a trickle down effect because one, if they listen for Taylor Swift, they may say, you know what, I like this podcast. I'm going to continue to listen to this podcast. Or
that's simple.
It may introduce them to the concept and the idea of, you know what, let me go fuck with another podcast because I like this format. So that's really big for just the space in general, having somebody like a Taylor Swift.
You know how many girls I put on the Joe Budden podcast that don't listen to our shit? You just got to take it on the chin.
You got to do it backwards, brother.
I did that already.
It's
but
for us.
You're not hearing me, bro. I let it would need to know, but they stayed for Joe.
But don't do that shit again, bro. That's why Alice Cooper. Yeah. That's why Alice Cooper, the other Alice in the space. I'm continuing to go down.
Chill. I just heard that. Fuck out of here.
Michelle Obama is in 11 to 15 range. I'm not seeing Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is 16 to 20 range.
He pissed somebody off.
16 to 20 range.
He pissed somebody off.
Yeah, and then outside of the Joe Rogans, the Joe Budden, and some of the other people who's on this list, I was curious to see where Charlamagne the God was. Because he's somebody who's always on these type of lists. He's somebody who's super impactful.
And he's a podcaster.
He's a podcaster. But what's interesting about the Charlamagne listing is they did not list him for a specific podcast.
But I thought the list was for top podcasters.
Yes, but they have execs and they have talent.
Okay.
So if you go to Joe's name, Joe was listed as talent for the Joe Budden podcast. If you go to the 26 to 30 range, they list Charlamagne the God as an exec for Black Effect Media.
Okay.
So when I read that, I thought the shift was pretty interesting because he's now moving into a different space, it seems, or he's being recognized with a different title, not just for what he does on air, but being an executive is somebody who's obviously, you know, putting people and things in position. So I thought that was really dope. Watching these two guys kind of lead the charge and what it is that they do. They got Charlamagne in the 26 to 30 range. And they also list some of the things that he does on air, right? The Breakfast Club, The Brilliant Idiots. They talk about, you know, all the things that he's done, but he's on this list specifically for being an executive for Black Effect Media.
Don't mention all the shit I do and put me at 26, homie. Don't mention any of the other things I do.
Really?
As a matter of fact, just speak to all of my business acumen. Speak to how I am as an executive. Don't be talking about all the things that be going viral all throughout the year and be like, actually, no, you're actually an exec. No, don't even mention it. Don't even mention it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
He's right after Theo Von.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know him?
I know Theo Von.
I don't know that you know him.
He just interviewed one of my favorite fat little kids.
The Rizzler.
You
saw the Riz?
Oh, that was great.
Yo, you knew about the Riz?
I be knowing.
Okay, all
Come
right.
on, I'm a mix.
A little bit.
You know, I know a little bit of everything.
You not though.
I
You're really
do.
not.
I know Andrew Gillum.
You don't. Andrew Huberman.
I don't know that nigga. You bugging. I don't know that nigga. You bugging.
But yeah, I think again this list is just dope because again they got executives, they got talent, they got people we know, people that we should learn and try to get to know. I do hope one day we can get on this list. I know a lot of people was talking about the complex list a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think this is another list to look at if you're just in this space because it's just not about what you talk about. It's also about the pieces that you're moving on the board.
Okay, how many more of our peers were featured on the list?
As in peers.
Yeah, you know our peers.
You mean black people?
Yeah.
Because we ain't got no peers on this list, all right? I love the space.
I'm trying to shoot for the stars.
Peers. Okay. Andrew Schultz is on here. They got him at 44.
Okay. See, that's just weird. If anything, they could have brought him and Charlamagne together.
That's another Andrew.
Huh?
That's another Andrew. You said you only knew Andrew Gillum.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga with a joint out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, Andrew Gillum was trying to be the president. Watch your mouth.
Okay.
Shout out to Schwartz. But yeah, they should have. Schwartz.
Okay.
That's not how you say Schwartz?
I don't think
Andrew
so.
Schwartz?
I don't know.
My fault. I'm from a different place, man. How you say this shit?
I don't know,
you know,
bro.
I'm African.
You did it. Go. Keep going.
No, correct me.
It's Andrew
as
Schwartz.
my brother.
That's it. You said it.
I say your shit again.
Schultz.
Oh, I've been saying
See, you
wrong.
fucking me up.
I say Andrew Schwartz.
Andrew Schultz.
It's definitely Schultz.
No, it's Schultz. Yeah,
it's Schultz, right? I've been saying
yeah.
Schwartz. Oh my God. Forgive me, yo.
You gonna get us canceled. Fucking with them last names.
Them niggas wouldn't be able to say my last name as a Nigerian man. So I don't feel bad.
I can't even say your shit.
Exactly.
I can't spell your shit.
That's why
I can't say your shit.
All right, relax.
Honestly, I just put the first initial on all the paperwork.
I relax.
You really not on the paperwork.
I am on the paperwork.
You really not.
Don't you tell
everything.
Don't you tell our listeners and audience that the both of us aren't on paperwork.
No, I'm telling you. When I gotta fill your shit out sometime, you gotta fill my shit out sometime.
Yeah, but your last name is simple.
Easy. Your shit? That shit is like a mathematical equation.
Yeah, you
seeing
good?
that African shit. God damn, I gotta go to the motherland for that shit. It's like Antetokounmpo shit.
Yo,
that shit close.
You said what?
The only reason why I know Giannis Antetokounmpo, that nigga had to win an NBA Finals championship. Before he did all that shit, I used to have a stroke trying to pronounce that shit, nigga.
Okay.
I almost fuck around and died being your partner in this podcast.
You said what?
Shit.
You said you almost died, eh?
Yeah.
I will finish you. You Jesuits.
How the fuck?
You Jesuits.
But yeah, Schultz. It's Andrew Schultz, goddammit. He's the only other familiar person outside of some of the other names that we listed. But again, I think this is a dope list. I love lists. I think lists are good for what it is that we do here on podcast.
Yeah.
But it also gives us something to look forward to.
Yeah, I agree with this.
You know what I did this morning? Well, not this morning, this week. I woke up and I said, I want to be on the Forbes 30 for 30 list.
It's over for that, homie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you knew that or not.
And then I realized I'm over 30. So it's like, oh shit.
Well, don't feel too bad though. Those are just filled with people that had to do a lot of D-riding.
Who? What list?
30 under 30.
You think so? I saw some of our peers over there.
No. There are definitely some people that deserve to be on that list for what it is they do.
Okay.
I think there's also, some politics involved.
What list you want to be on?
God's list.
All right.
Ooh.
What else?
Ooh.
You did not.
I would love to be on any of these lists, man. You know that.
Okay.
The complex list is fine with me. Mm-hmm. The Anglo-Saxon podcast list is fine with me. I don't mind it, for real. You know what it is with me? I don't be trying to force the flowers.
Okay.
I got trust issues, SaVon. I never met my dad, nigga.
I know.
Okay, so I go into everything assuming, you lying to me. So with me, it's not that I don't want to be featured on these lists, Brody. It's just I want it to come from an actual, genuine place.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And when it comes from that, I love it and I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But there's not a list that you like, I want to see myself on that. Or that's a list I strive to be on. It could be anything music related. I know you music, man. You do all that shit. Like,
oh, shit.
Very talented brother.
God's list.
All right, man. Here we go with this bullshit. Speaking of giving flowers.
Don't you say God's list is bullshit.
Nah, because we all there.
No, we not. That's where y'all getting it wrong. No, we not. And some of y'all better go call him and find out where y'all positioning is. Because I've been talking to him. All right.
We all on there,
no,
bro.
We not.
You never heard it? They always, we are God's people.
No, absolutely. You ever start on a list and end up off it?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's how this.
Let's keep it in the range of giving flowers. I do want to talk about this really, really quick. I did not attend the Breezy Bowl when he came to the Northeast.
Yeah,
I did not go, but I saw
either.
everybody that I knew was there.
Yeah.
And we don't got to stay here too long because neither one of you didn't go, right?
I did not go. Many of the people that I know, actually, any person I've ever had a personal dap with, shared a hug with, shared a plate, was there.
We might have been the only two people that was not there when he came to Jersey.
Sorry, Breezy.
Yeah, sorry, Breezy. But not sorry because it made me feel good to see it from afar.
But you bought Breezy tickets.
Not this time around.
Oh,
the last time around. I bought,
yeah.
My sister, she bought her own this time.
Oh, she bought them?
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, SaVon strikes again.
Nah, I ain't do that one. That little nigga make more money than me. She finished in nursing school. She's good.
She got a good job.
She's doing amazing. Shout out to my baby sister, man.
Yeah, she's doing well.
She went to the Breezy Bowl. A lot of people went to the Breezy Bowl. And the only reason I want to kind of bring this up is because you mentioned flowers, receiving your flowers. I think, so I asked my sister, from the last concert that she went to the Breezy Bowl, what was the biggest difference? And she said it felt like Chris Brown was leaning into the flowers that he deserves for himself.
Gotcha.
Right? He did his entire back catalog into today, into the features. I think the show she went to, Tyga came out.
Yeah, I heard.
She said it was just a different experience to where you feel like he was at peace with his career.
Love that, fam.
Right, like he highlighted even the highs and the lows. Like it was just a journey through his career. And I say all this to say because I remember last year, maybe even 2 years ago, the same way that I see people making the Breezy Bowl an event, that's how some of the people, especially in this region, treated the Bad Bunny tour. Right, like everybody, I'm going to Bad Bunny, I'm seeing Bad Bunny. It was outwardly support for Bad Bunny.
A lot of it.
And I feel like we haven't seen that for our culture, especially like black artists in that way. Beyonce for sure, but she's
Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj when she went on tour, right? Okay. More for the barbs, you think?
More for the barbs, right? It's very curated with those fan bases because the thing with the Breezy Bowl is I saw men and women like, yo, I'm hyped to be here.
Well,
like Breezy is my guy.
Not for nothing. I think his debut project is what, 04, 05?
Yeah.
Right? So that's 20 years of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So for people like you and I, we grew up with his music. We grew up with him. And I'm glad that she saw just the accountability and the acceptance in his face as he was performing. One thing about accountability is if you're going to take it head on, you got to embrace everything that comes with it.
For sure.
And that's the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Right? And when you face the bad, nobody can play with you. I mean, they can, but you've already accepted it. So it's easier to kind of deal with.
Nah, for sure. For sure. It was just nice to see that. Because sometimes we wait to see our legends go or something tragic to happen, or you know what I'm saying? Like when Chris Brown's crashing out, we the first thing we want to talk about, shit like that. Like, I just want to say, yo, we see you, Breezy. We appreciate all that he's done.
So he was flying in the air and shit.
Flying in the air,
doing backflips,
singing upside down. Like, it's just a real dope experience, and I'm glad to see him receive this in his lifetime.
No, absolutely.
For sure. And again, just seeing how our people show up for him in this way, because that's really what the shit is about, man. You really just want to have your people support you the way that people are supporting Chris Brown.
Yeah. This is different. This is more like I'm performing the hits for the last 20 years as opposed to just focusing on one album. That's going to be a show that anyone could enjoy. Yeah. If you're a Chris Brown fan. Man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe next time I'll catch the Breezy Bowl. It was
we could just go to a different city. Let's do the DC joint.
I love DC.
That's our stomping ground.
I love DC, bro. We can go back to DC like once a month type shit, for real.
Nah, I can't do that.
Why not?
Can't do that.
We could go to DC, man.
No, my family would increase.
Huh?
I said something?
Nah.
No, because Nigerians got big families.
You might run into a cousin out there.
There's a lot of Nigerians and West Africans in DC.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. Babies?
Yeah.
A lot of kids.
A lot of hospitals.
A lot of hospitals.
Aunts
all right.
and uncles.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh, Alex, you're sick, dude.
Shout out to DC. No, you remember DC was the first city to really show the Need to Know podcast love.
For sure.
Not New York.
You remember when we went to DC?
Be careful.
We stood in the same hotel.
We did.
Great hotel, by the way. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but you remember I get you I was like, yo, bro, you gotta come check the view and
at your room, right?
The room was crazy.
Yeah, when I arrived to SaVon's room, man, they needed a cleaning staff.
Don't give up too much, bro. Don't do too much.
You my man.
Don't do too much.
You my man, so I ain't gonna.
Because they talking about cleaning staffs and hotel rooms and baby oil and chocolate and all that. I don't want people to be confused.
Yeah. Oh, no. My brother wasn't involved in any Puff Daddy antics.
No, none of
Let's
that.
be very, very clear. But there was
vibes. Vibes.
Yeah, no. There was vibes was in there. It just needed a cleanup.
Yo, this is why you can't travel with your people for real though, because then they start seeing how you move in your real day-to-day personal life. And that was the first time I was embarrassed. I was like, wow, Alex, I'm a mess.
I didn't realize that, Hershey's chocolate.
Hi.
Forget it.
Yo, Drake, Drizzy, the boy, the fuck are you doing?
I didn't know chocolate was...
Yo, keep going.
No, I thought chocolate was only supposed to be used on food.
What'd you see? Nah, just transition, bro.
All right,
get us out of here.
I'm getting us out of here.
Get us out of here.
I'm getting us out of here like that chocolate syrup that was plastered on your wall in the hotel. Okay. Drake. Yes, our beloved Drake.
Our guy
Drake, man. He has requested for some more information. There's been some more court filings between, of course, him and UMG.
Mm-hmm.
Now, SaVon and I aren't lawyers.
No, we are not.
We are not. So we are not here to break this down as lawyers. But we are here to kind of tell you some key points with these new filings.
Mm-hmm.
And I think where I wanted to start was what Drake requested, which was he requested for Kendrick Lamar's entire recording contract.
Wow.
Yeah. Once he received that, him and his team realized that it was heavily redacted and very, very hard to read.
As it should have been.
I'm sure as it should have been.
None of your fucking business.
Yeah, none of your fucking business. I wonder how Drake would. And this is. I want to start here real quick. SaVon and I love Drake. Real shit. All jokes aside, we really do.
Really do.
And as fans, it's hard for us to come up here and speak on this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you because Drake doing shit we thinking he would have never done in his whole life. Like, this is some shit I could have never imagined, planned, etc. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there dying on the hill of, hey, he got called the pedophile, so he's electing to take it all away.
Mm-hmm.
Last week when we talked about Boss, or whenever we did, I said, no one has ever sued hip-hop, right? So the fact that this has taken precedent as long as it has, SaVon and I are just really confused. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I just wanted to start there, right? Now, I wonder how Drake would have felt if somebody requested for his recording contract to be viewed. I wonder how he would have felt if another person was requesting for very intimate stuff, because my guy Drake didn't stop there. He also, and I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly, you remember when he had mentioned all of the Dave Free allegations?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
About
what those allegations were was Dave Free was the actual father of Kendrick's children.
Exactly. Now, again, in rap battles, it's normal for people to go back and forth with allegations, potential lies, because again, one party is just trying to get the upper hand on the other party. We've seen it since the beginning of time. We've seen it since fucking LL Cool J versus Kumo D. We've seen it versus Roxanne Shante versus everyone. We've seen it with Jadakiss versus fucking
50 Cent.
50, like the list literally goes on and on and on. Like, allegations are a thing in battles. Storylines. Trying
to paint a picture of your opponent, because hip hop is a competitive sport. It's a competitive genre of music.
It's always been competitive. So the people, the participants have always participated in that. Now, let me read this. Drake requested for any documents of any and all allegations of domestic violence, violence against women, and the paternity of the child of Kendrick Lamar's son, which he alleged Dave Free to have. SaVon, how do you feel about all of this real quick?
I feel nasty even talking about it, if I'm being completely honest.
That's why my tone of voice is changing.
I almost want us to do what we did with Diddy.
What we did with Diddy?
We just let the story unfold and then we talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I almost, now that you read that in real time, because I was excited to come in here and talk about it, just because it's like, oh shit, we actually have things to talk about with this.
Right.
But now that we're in the moment, it's like, yo, this shit is so weird. It's so far removed from what a hip hop battle is to me. Like, do I really want to spend my time? Like, the aliens are coming.
Yo.
All right? The 7 Mile dick ship is pulling up to the fucking earth. All right? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to talk about this shit,
like,
bro?
we got bigger fish
We
to
got
fry.
way bigger things. Like, I understand it, and it's just one of those things, but I think I just want to let this thing unfold before I start giving, thoughts and commentary on it, because, like you said, it's hard to come in here and talk about these things because, one, not only do we enjoy Drake's music and love Drake as an artist, same as Chris Brown. Like, we grew up with this guy. We are growing up with these artists at this point in time. Like, we are their demographic.
Yes.
Right? Like, I don't expect my mom to love Drake, my dad to love Drake, my dad to love Chris Brown, these people the way that we do. So there's a different connection to us, like, psychology-wise, right? That's just what it is. So to talk about this, it's just it feels nasty. It feels icky, bro. It feels like, damn.
It feels off, right?
It just is fucked up, man. Like, and again, I always kind of speak from the competitive standpoint when it comes to hip hop and rap. And you lost the battle in a lot of people's eyes. And a lot of the things that Kendrick said about you, right? They not like us. It's a lot of nuance in not being like us. And it's not just when I say us, me per se, but the culture. This is not a cultural move. This is not something that we've ever seen. This is something that we wouldn't think of. Like, that's one of the first things we get taught is a culture. Like, you ain't call the police. You don't call the police, right? For most things.
We deal with it. We handle it.
Tony Ayo said his father had a heart attack. He couldn't even call 911. He called his sister to call. Like, that's how conditioned we are not to even get the law involved in certain issues. Like, the nigga's father was dying. He said, I can't call 911.
No ambulance.
Like, no
Fuck
ambulance. Like, so it's just a cultural disconnect. And I hate that this nigga Drake is doing this to us.
You are absolutely very well said, SaVon. I want to read this from Rolling Stone. This will kind of like encompass everything we're saying here to kind of hit all points that were mentioned in the new filings. Again, I'm pulling this from Rolling Stone. Earlier this week, Drake's attorneys attempted to force Grainge, who was Lucian Grainge, UMG CEO, to submit documents that they believe would build their case of the alleged CEO's involvement in the planning and release of Not Like Us. In filings reviewed by Rolling Stone, in turn, UMG attorneys to the Southern District of New York presiding over the case called the idea that he had anything to do with the song's release crazy, among other choice of words, while claiming that Grainge had personal involvement in the distribution of Not Like Us. Drake's motion for documents from the executive also pointed to his authorship of the company's code of conduct, where it claims he wrote that UMG's leadership should be held accountable for the decisions we make and how we conduct ourselves. The motion asserts that Grainge instead was allegedly aware of callous towards the impact that Drake is a pedophile in Kendrick Lamar's lyrics and on the single artwork. It also cites the fact that Grainge publicly celebrated Not Like Us winning the Grammy for the Record of the Year alongside its allegation of Grainge's critical involvement as part of an attempt to devalue Drake's music and brand in order to gain leverage in negotiations for an extension of his contract. Now, Grainge isn't having it, SaVon. He says, given Drake's motion, I would like to make it quite clear that I never heard the recording Not Like Us, nor ever saw the corresponding cover art or music video until they were released by Interscope Records. So Grainge is saying to Drake, hey, bro, I caught the record. I saw the record the same time as everyone else. All right. He also goes on to say in a part of the response that I am the CEO of Universal Music Group, a publicly traded company with a board of investors and other people to tend to, which means it wouldn't make sense for him or the company to try to devalue Drake or not help Drake because, again, he's helped Drake for copious amounts of years with his own career. And as a CEO of a company this big, he really saying like, dog, this is a little bit bigger than you. I know Drake feels differently, right? But it's like when you got motherfuckers like Taylor Swift in the building or more prominent acts that can keep the shit afloat, you do kind of have to read the wall a little bit, read the writings on the wall a little bit.
It's like when your classmate that is a teacher's pet finally gets disciplined.
That's the best way to put
They
it.
cannot, it hurts their core. It's
It hurts their core.
Oh my, I've showed so much loyalty to you. I've kissed your ass for so long. We had this understanding.
Yeah.
But then it's like, the teacher's like, no, I have to treat everybody the same. Yes, you've been the most helpful. You've answered all the questions. Maybe you've made me look better as a teacher because your grades performing so well makes me look better at my job, right? But nah, today you fucked up, and at the end of the day, I am the authority. He is the authority, right? You can't always bend the rules to you. And like, I remember a few years ago, Pusha T had posted something on his Instagram story. Basically, and I'm paraphrasing, just saying, he was talking to Young Thug. He said, yo, if they, speaking to Drake, will tell on you to stop certain things from happening behind the label, they will also go to the police. They will, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of interesting how all of these things somewhat align. The whole they being Drake, referring to Drake when it came to Pusha T, and now Kendrick Lamar, and him just feeling like he had such an advantage because he was able to push his weight around for so long.
Which is crazy because Drake has been the one to stop records from coming out.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly. Let's say allegedly.
Say allegedly.
Right? Drake has allegedly been the one to run over the UMG and Lucian and be like, yo, I know what so-and-so is doing. I know what allegedly Pusha T got going on. I know what allegedly Rick Ross got going on. I want any of this done.
Yeah.
And you've been granted that allegedly. So it's like in hindsight, you got to look at this shit a little bit differently, man. Also, rest in peace to my Uncle Collins. Before he left me, he left me with a lesson that really stuck with me. He said, you got to learn when to let things go in life. I was really young. I was probably like 10 or 11. I was probably like talking about some bullshit or just pouting about some nonsensical nonsense, right? But he told me, say, yo, you got to know when to move on. You got to know when to move on because you're going to care about something that no one is no longer going to care about. Very deep. I was like 10 years old getting all this wisdom.
You know what? I gotta go to Nigeria.
Yeah,
I gotta get some of this wisdom.
He did it out here.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh God, I gotta go to your hood, man.
Yeah, come to my hood.
Them motherfuckers is wise.
He gave me some wisdom in the States.
I see.
But it really speaks to Drake now because when I think about it, right, even the fact that he's requesting for documents to prove means that he doesn't have the sustainable evidence now, which means a year removed from the battle. We're in 2025. All this went down in 2024. Not Like Us isn't even a top 20 Billboard record anymore. No one plays the record public. You're gonna hear it on radio, of course. It's still gonna get his radio play. But the amount of spins it received last summer, it's not performing the same as it did right now, which is fine. Kendrick Lamar's on tour. He's put out an album. Drake has put out music here and there, right? Like the rest of the world is moving on. The rest of the world is going on with their lives. And ironically, you're the only one that's basically still trying to get more facts on something that you said was supposed to be done with.
Yeah.
You know, and I just think about my uncle's words when I see him do this, because it's like, fam, if you didn't attempt to sue UMG, and they're also predicting maybe that UMG might try to sue Kendrick Lamar again. It's all alleged.
Really?
All because they want to see how far Drake is going to go.
Yeah.
And I think UMG, if they reach a point to where they feel like, yo, we've given you everything we can, you putting this on, we're going to have to direct this blame elsewhere, right? But again, I say all of that to say that the rest of the world is basically off it.
Yeah.
You the one that keep going on stage, throwing on the vest. I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
You still poking at that shit. And the rest of us are enjoying new music.
Yeah.
We're listening to the Clips. We're listening to Freddie Gibbs, Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller. Like, there is so much new music and other things that the rest of the world has been paying attention to since the release of Not Like Us. That it's like, fam, you're giving this more legs.
You want to know what's crazy? You just said that. And I saw a tweet, somebody that I follow, she said like, yo, there's so much great music in my phone today.
Yeah,
like at the time of this recording, I can name at least 4 to 5 albums that are really good in addition to the singles. Also, shout out to you, Alex, for dropping your new music list every single Friday. I know what to go listen to, when to listen to it.
Yes.
If you're not following my guy, Alex, it is ball till we fall. All right, go follow that good brother. He's doing the Lord's work with those music lists, all right?
Instagram and Twitter.
So,
thank you, brother.
No, of course, but just speaking to the quality of music right now, and then hearing how Drake keeps kind of derailing the storyline or the attention to his situation with Drake, with Kendrick, it feels a little Kanye-ish.
The approach?
It feels Kanye-ish in a way that I need to keep the attention on me.
And they were both the label's golden boys.
Yes.
At one point.
I don't know how to play Robin.
Right.
I need to always be Batman.
All the time.
Like, it has to just it has to be about, I need to dominate the headlines, whether it be good or bad. Like, this is the only way that I know how to function and operate is at the top. And so when I'm not at the top, it's not even about the music. I just kind of need to keep this thing on because I think there's a world where maybe, I don't know, we've never seen no shit like this, but maybe there's a world where he could handle this behind the scenes, right? But you can see the investment in their marketing approach. Like on Twitter, there's two different tabs. There's the, I think, you know what?
Following and For You.
And For, yes.
Yeah.
Yo, For You and Following, right? Mm-hmm. The For You tab is just filled with bots.
Yeah, just a lot of random shit.
Just a lot of random propaganda for Drake, for Kendrick.
On both sides. It feels
manufactured. Yes.
Yeah, both sides.
It's for both sides.
Yep,
it feels manufactured. It feels inauthentic. It's really annoying. It's like, yo, I need to get out of here. I just want to go to my following, like, because the For You is just a lot of ass, gambling, Drake and Kendrick.
That's it.
That's it.
So you gonna
all I see is ass, sports slips.
It's about
like, goddamn it, it's baseball season. I don't need to see these fucking home runs. Like, they are literally trying to condition me on what to think and what to feel. Right? And so with the Drake and the Kendrick thing, I think it's so crazy because every single day there's something new about one of these artists, but it is skewed heavily to Drake, in my opinion. And then even with like the Aiden Ross, whatever like him trying to tap into that pocket,
that sector,
I think is a little odd too, personally. It's like how you feel about Tony Hinchcliffe. No, for real.
Oh shit.
Aiden Ross is like the Tony Hinchcliffe of streamers.
Break that down for us, though. I told you I only know Andrew Gillum.
So, this nigga, you gotta change your algorithm, right? You need to stay in the For You. I'm gonna start sending you all the ass that I see so you can get some of that and get away from Andrew Gillum, all right?
Good looks.
But what I mean by the Tony Hinchcliffe and the Aiden Ross comparison is they're able to exist in both spaces, right?
Okay.
I told you I'm more familiar with Tony Hinchcliffe because of the work that he's done with other black comedians, Donnell Rollins included. He also has this young comedian. I'm gonna pull up his name. He's fucking hilarious.
Right.
But I've seen him dabble on both sides, but I know his audience, I know his base, I know his demographic is leaning right, white, conservative. You know what I'm saying? That's his audience. Again, he went on Trump's campaign and said, Puerto Rico is a floating pile of shit.
Yeah, he definitely said that.
And he stood on it.
He stood on it.
And it's not the only controversial, racist.
And it's not. We love Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you know me. I love them islands down there. You know Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico's in the States.
I said island.
I know.
I said I love them islands.
But you said out there, like it's in here.
It's out there, nigga. It ain't nowhere near my island. I live in Long Island. That shit is out there. Different degrees, different food, different. It's like, oh, I love Puerto Rico. God damn, nigga.
All right, calm down.
All right, wait. But so Tony Hinchcliffe, I know the base that he serves.
Yeah.
Although he's able to exist in kind of both spaces, similar to Aiden Ross. I know what he's they're whistleblowing with how they move and how they talk and you know the things that they say and just what they represent. But because you have so much popularity and certain people want to be next to you, you're able to get next to a Drake, and that kind of gives you the stamp. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who you may really be deep inside, you're not of us. Tony Hinchcliffe, he's great. He's cool. Donnell Rollins, keep doing your thing. It's a great for business. I don't know him personally. I just know what I can see. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I meant by like they're very similar in that way. And for Drake to kind of plant his flag over there when there's so many other people that maybe he could have chose, right? Like I was listening to Rory and Mal the other day and they had Peter Rosenberg on.
Okay.
And Peter Rosenberg was talking to his relationship with Tyler, the creator. And he was saying how, yo, no matter what Tyler is doing, no matter how big Tyler, the creator gets, he always comes back to Hot 97 and he sits down with us.
That's true.
Because that is his base. He plants his flag in hip hop in this area. Like, I'm a real nerd when it comes to this hip hop shit, says Peter Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I remember when this guy had 10,000 followers and I wanted him to sit down with me. And then he just turned out to be one of the biggest in the world. But he never forgets that. He always goes back to where it started and what he feels the fabric of who he is. And so those kind of moves is what I judge artists and their character on.
That's very well said. And again, you know, people think that a lot of his recent moves is because he's been trying to keep up with, again, the youth, a newer audience. But also, I don't think Drake has also had the biggest relationships, right, with the older media. Ebros of the world, Rosenberg, shit, even Cho Budden, Charlamagne the Gods. So I think with Drake, and again, I could be completely wrong. I think we're all trying to get into the psyche of what he has going on. But I think he thinks he's bigger than all of it.
For sure.
And that he can create the new guy.
And that's the problem.
Through his influence, right? By just getting next to a person. With just the Drake influence, he can make somebody like Aiden Ross bigger to that new audience, that new crowd.
Aiden Ross is not going to challenge you.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Aiden Ross, he's not invested. He probably don't give a fuck about hip hop, the history of hip hop. Like, he cares about the slaps that you make because that's what you do.
But that's the thing.
Go sit down
people that big don't get challenged. We just don't see them. They're just not as visible, right? Like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and you know what you can and cannot ask them if they were to sit down with somebody.
For sure.
The other side of that is because they're not so visible. We're kind of okay with it.
But
right?
I don't see Jay-Z with anybody.
What you mean? Like
You
speaking with anyone?
Yeah.
He spoke to Kevin Hart. He did.
All right.
He spoke to Kevin Hart.
He did.
He used to do Breakfast Club interviews at a point.
At a point.
At a point,
right? But to that point, when it comes to Drake, when you're like, he's
Yeah.
trying to make or create something new with this energy, right? Like, I think it's more so to kind of just pillage that audience. It's just how I feel about Kai Cenat. A few episodes ago, we talked about the complex media list.
Yeah.
And my issue with Kai being #1 on that list is because I think artists go there for the visibility, not necessarily because it's a hip hop platform.
Right.
I think Drake is sitting down with Aiden Ross and his white buddies because it's the visibility of it. It's not necessarily that Aiden Ross gives a fuck about hip hop or what really happened or anything, the history of it. There is no respect there. We've seen it from him. So I think that's really what it is with the Aiden Ross, right? You just named a bunch of people that Drake probably is staying away from for whatever reason, right? Some of the older media, the Joe Buddens, the Charlamagnes, the Ebros, all of these guys. I don't know his relationship with them, but I do know if he ever wanted to.
Elliot Wilson, you see what that went. Yeah.
The Elliot Wilsons, let's say him and Elliot, because they had their whole thing too. So let's remove Elliot.
Right.
We still got Sway.
Yeah.
We still got Big Boy. We still got Angie Martinez. We still have people who are credible, who can, sit down with you and give you the interview without asking you the messy shit. They can just conduct a great interview. Like, we still have those in our space.
Which is crazy because if you do pay attention to Drake, he is a music nerd as well.
He is.
He really is.
He's
like the shit. Yeah. But again, I think he thinks he's bigger than the program. So if I'm an individual that thinks I'm bigger than the program, I don't gotta go to any of the latest and greatest or the people who have shown who they are, right? Like, you're right. We personally know how Angie gonna give it up. We know how Sway gonna give it up. Yeah. But if you feel like you're bigger than the program, nah. You know what? We gonna land on a random island. I'm gonna bring Lil Yachty and we gonna sit on the beach.
Now, we ain't gonna ever bring Lil Yachty nowhere.
All right, my fault.
We should talk about Drake.
Yeah.
That's what Drake wanted to do. Got it.
Which is what he's done.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Like, I think everybody needs to sit down with Angie Martinez when they
and cry.
Yeah, they need something.
Everybody sit down with Angie and cry.
Go sit down with Angie Martinez and get to the bottom of what's going on in the culture. Like, let's bring back gatekeeping a little bit. Right? Like, I don't necessarily. And I do also want to give credit to the folks over at Complex.
Sure.
Because I think Jordan Rose and Speedy, they do a really great job too.
They're rocking it.
When it comes to like that journalistic kind of space for our era, our generation, our peers, I think those two guys are in a great position to kind of be that. What I do hope for Complex is y'all kind of let the leash off a little bit more, because I just see them in quick tidbits, right? I always see quick moments. Like, I think Speedy got something with Eddie Murphy right now.
Amazing.
I would love to see Eddie Murphy in a real sit-down, long-form kind of space. And again, they're doing a great job.
They are. And they do have certain ones where they do long-form content.
For sure. I think, and maybe because they're so great at social, that's kind of all I see. I don't know if they have like a RSS feed where there's the audio for the things that or the people that they're sitting down with.
Yeah.
But I just think, we do have that in this space, right? A Speedy, a Jordan Rose can easily do a Nadeska, can easily do a Drake interview without it being, distasteful, but still keeping the core of what this fucking sport and this genre is.
I absolutely agree, man. I absolutely agree. Sort of to what you said about the Diddy trial, we're gonna hear more about the new developments on Drake versus UMG. Again, he's still trying to figure out what to fight about, which is why he's requesting so much evidence and discovery and more documents with these filings. So again, we'll know more.
There was a I read really quick.
Yeah.
That people are looking into Drake's contract about who he was signed to and all the people that have a hand in his earnings and taking a $400 million deal, but it really being this massive 360 times 360. What's 360 times 360? I'm gonna do that math.
You do that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You do that.
You do that.
That's why I hated push-ups so much. The diss track push-ups was centered around, yo, Kendrick, drop your music so you could, Top and them could take half.
Yeah.
Yo, you short as fuck.
He in a 720 deal.
You in a...
I did it. You told me to do the math. I did the math. He in a 720. This nigga Drake is in a 720. Shout out to Push real quick. All right.
Nigga signed to another nigga.
He said that like 10 years ago. And it's still here to be true.
And no one is publicly out here calling him a worker.
No.
None of his ops is calling Drake a worker.
Yeah.
None of that, but Drake will be quick to go into the raps and say, oh, you niggas is broke, you niggas is blah, 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 blah. Lucian Grainge up here in the court saying, yo, I own majority of your catalog. Like 90% of it to be exact.
Gotta be humble.
And respectfully, get your money how you get it, but you do get to, it lends a lens, that's a double whammy, right? It lends a lens into why Drake, how he conducts himself around like new opportunities and money, right? Like a lot of people see him with the state company now, right? And I'm sure that he has his own sort of deal set up where they give him an X amount of money that he could play with. It helps promote the company, you know? But also like these $400 million tabs are bills or loans. They're loans. So yeah, I know it's quicker for him to get out of his loans because he's so quick to recoup, right? He'll do a bunch of shows, a bunch of tours. He'll put out a project, a few projects. And because he's Drake and he sells so well, he'll recoup out of it so quickly. But maybe he would have some real happiness and all this shit if he just owned his masters.
I mean, of course. I think everybody, right? If they own their shit.
Man. But not, hold on, let me finish that thought, right? Because he speaks as if him having all of this money and him being a quiet billionaire is enough. That's the only reason why I say it, but you're not moving like it's enough. You know what I mean?
I want to say it's the Kanye, like, again, going back to Kanye, the whole billionaire situation, right? As soon as Kanye started speaking some crazy rhetoric, his billionaire status was taken like this. So are you really a billionaire if you don't determine if you're a billionaire? You get what I'm saying?
No evaluations. Drake has said it. He said, fuck all evaluations.
That's really what it's like, all right, you're not a billionaire if you say something and then everything can be stripped from you, right? You go from that and then there's nothing. And I feel like Drake, again, the parallels between Drake and Kanye are pretty clear to me after this conversation that I'm having with you.
Yeah.
Definitely in their own right, but massive artists, obviously you need a massive ego to obtain that amount of success, but also having the blind spots and also not knowing how to play second fiddle, not knowing how to not be at the top. Like, that's the thing about being at the top. You're not always going to be at the top. No. Like, your day has to come. It's one of those things how, you know, ever since I fully transitioned into being completely self-employed, I'm very mindful of the money I make because I know some months I will be up a ton. I'll be great. I'll be like, oh my God, I go buy a new house. I go buy this. I can do this. I'll trip. You see all the trips I took, right? Yeah. Nigga was feeling good.
He's feeling amazing.
The summer treated me very well. And I understand that. But I also understand there's going to be some months where I might have to eat the turkey and cheese sandwich for 3 weeks straight.
Might have to PB&J it.
I might, like, I get that there's peaks and there's valleys. And yes, I may be at the top financially for a little bit and I may be good. But I also got to understand, like, yo, all of this can be taken away. Like, the opportunities may not come in. You know, other people may not have money. We talked about it on the pod a few weeks ago, how the DEI initiatives were taken away and how it affected us directly, our business directly, the studio, the staff, everything everything that goes on in this podcast, we were affected by the nigga at the top, the president.
Yeah. Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
We are DEI.
We are. We actually are diverse.
We are the face of DEI.
Literally. Our bank account is. But like just knowing at some point is Alex, we ain't always gonna get these checks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta plan and account for the time where, hey, it's not going to be so great. And I think Drake and I think Kanye really struggle with that. And I think that's one of the reasons why Hove is so great, is because Hove had never been at the 50 Cent levels, the Eminem levels, not from a skill perspective, but just from the guy in rap.
You want to know why Jay-Z was different? Jay-Z never got comfortable, right? When the fallout with Rockefeller occurred, of course, cats like Dame Dash and them was tight. Biggs, of course, this is something you created with your brothers. And now somebody who is super talented, who is the breadwinner, but who also has an amazing business savvy, amazing business mind, is now trying to figure out ways to elevate past hip hop and rap. And I think a lot of the time artists like Drake, though they're iconic, their catalog speaks for themselves, you have to have that amount of attention or interest in wanting to achieve that level on your own. Because if not, you're just going to keep taking a loan.
Yep.
Because you're going to do reliable, right? You're reliable. Every time I ask for a re-up, they're going to re me up. I got no problem until there's a problem.
Yep.
And here we are now, right?
Yep.
Cats like Jay-Z was able to get his masters and pass that. Like, all right, cool. Let's take this past hip hop and rap. So you're absolutely right, man. It's how they view it.
There's certain intangibles that come with being the best, come with being the greatest. And it's not just your skill.
Yeah.
Although your skill plays a factor in that,
Sure.
I think of the Muhammad Ali's. I think of the Tom Brady's. I think of the Jay-Z's. I think of everybody that I could think of who was at the top of the mountain where, yes, their skill qualifies them to be the best, but what really makes you the best is your brain and your processing, right? And what you stand for and your cultural impact. Like Muhammad Ali, he's the greatest because of what he also stood for while being the best in the ring.
Absolutely.
But it's like, no, it's what he stood for, what he had to overcome inside and outside of the ring, which is why Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. Same with Hove. It's because I was able to show you outside of rap, we can create.
Exactly.
And we can exist and we can build and we can maintain and we can give back, right? Like there's a lot of things that make somebody the best. It's not just your skill on the mic. And I think Drake and Kanye, they just gotta, they can't really navigate that shit. Like Tom Brady wasn't always the best quarterback in the NFL.
Right.
It was the Peyton Mannings, right? For a very long time. It was Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. A lot of people consider some of these other quarterbacks the best, the greatest, because maybe he didn't have the athleticism as the other ones. But what made him the best is what he did off the field, in between the lines, how he thought the game. You get what I'm saying? All the things. He had to overcome his lack of athleticism to get all of the things that he got.
Absolutely.
Not the most athletic nigga on the field. Football, there's like 19 other people who are way more athletic than you. But for him to be considered the best, it took a different level of just thinking.
Like imagine if one of these top athletes sued the league for getting an injury.
They won't be in the league. It's over for you.
But that's what this Drake shit feels like to
like
me.
You played,
like you played, you got injured.
Oh, that boy good.
Right? And now you tight at the league.
He cooking.
When the league has always been like this. We already spoke about all the rappers who have gone through all of the rap battles and beefs and tiffs. It's like, it's so disheartening. And again, I know he'd rather win now monetarily. So to Drake, he's very much on some like, yo, fuck what y'all say. You want to excommunicate me out of hip hop talks, whatever. Just give me the money and pay me. I understand that's your win. But he also has to understand the next 5, 10, 20, 15 years, his legacy would probably be looked at a bit differently.
That's You cooked on that one.
Appreciate you.
That
bro.
was a good one.
We do it.
God damn, nigga. I do want to go back really quick. The Tony Hinchcliffe point. I said it was Donnell Rollins, and the other black comedian that I see real closely with them is Cam Patterson. Okay, Cam Patterson. He was actually on Flagrant with Andrew. How you say his last name?
Schultz.
Oh shit! I thought you were going to say Schwartz.
No, y'all taught me. I learned quick. I'm a quick
Andrew
learner.
Schultz. Yeah, he was just on Flagrant.
I'm calling him Schwartz.
Andrew Schultz. His name is Cam Patterson. I've seen a lot of funny moments with him on Kill Tony. Again, Donnell Rollins. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got his name right.
Oh, nice.
Now,
okay,
Alex.
Yo, bro.
We're talking about Drake.
Yeah.
And not necessarily going to continue to stay with Drake, but I do want to give you a theory that I had with the whole Drake situation and how him and Kendrick, it just kind of opened the floodgates for quality music to be made again.
Yes, I agree with this.
I think in the NBA, the guy that's at the top dictates how the league is ran as a reflection of that guy at the top.
Pause, I want to add to this. We go back and forth. Stephen Curry and how he introduced shooting changed how the NBA and the rest of teams shot the ball. Continue.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
Back in the day, it was Kobe Bryant.
Michael
it was
Jordan.
Michael Jordan. It's been LeBron James. Whoever is at the top of the mountain in the industry, in the league, is going to be a reflection of them that trickles down, right? Yep. And I think, again, I don't think Drake is necessarily at the top. I've seen a lot of people say hip-hop is boring without Drake being the guy.
Drake at the top. Drake at the top by default.
You don't think Kendrick got number one right now?
Oh, you're saying number one.
I'm saying number one.
When I said top, when I said top, I meant Rushmore.
Oh, no.
Okay,
I'm talking about the guy at the time during the era.
Okay.
Right. I think we're in the Kendrick Lamar era for right now.
I think for right now it's been that. You know what it is? Kendrick put out an album, right? GNX, great project. People were kind of teasing at the fact that he was going to drop some more music. Now, we do know he's on a tour. He's actually going to the Europe leg now with SZA, etc. So for me to call it the Kendrick era is okay in terms of rapping and impact. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. But I guess releases we haven't necessarily got there. Because when we talk about Drake at his peak, he was getting releases damn near.
For sure.
Every other month.
Everybody's reign looks a little bit different.
Yes, it does.
Right?
Yes, it does.
He's still coming off of the Super Bowl. I know that seems like years ago, but that happened this year, right?
It's crazy.
So I would say he's the guy at the top. And when you're at the top, again, there's a reflection of you that is trickled into the industry that you're leading. Yeah. And I think this year's album releases, the quality of music is a reflection of that. I think in the past, I've come on this podcast, I've talked to you like, yo, I am so not interested in music because nothing is relating to me. I can't understand it. Yeah. It's a reflection of Drake. And not saying that Drake was what's wrong with the industry, but it's a copycat league. If Drake is crooning and rapping and doing those things, right? Like, people are going to try to imitate that. Yeah. And that's why I think for the 2015s, maybe Drake wasn't doing the mumble rap, but he was co-signing everything that was, right? He was on all of the songs. He collabed. So I think he was a reflection of why I wasn't really interested in music overall, although I was a fan of his. And now with this shift after that whole battle, we're starting to see, I believe, real music, real rap return or be highlighted. Let me say that. Let me not disrespect the artist that dropped.
Highlighted is a great word.
Highlight it and appreciate it. Yeah. So we've been on a really dope run here because we started, in my opinion, the Clips, Freddie Gibbs, Jid, and now this week we got Chance the Rapper.
Oh man,
I did not think I was gonna come in here and praise Chance the Rapper. If I'm being completely honest,
I absolutely agree, bro. I mean, the last project Chance the Rapper put out was in 2019. It was centered around his love for his wife at the time. Yes. Since then, Chance the Rapper is separated, divorced, whatever you want to call it. But the last album was called The Big Day. And it took a lot of us for surprise because, again, we coming off of Coloring Book. We know what that mixtape did. You know what them three hats did. You know what them three hats did in the streets.
That was an era.
All right. And then before that, Acid Rap, right? Yep. Just really top heralded projects from him. And when we receive, I'm sorry, what's this shit called? The Big Day, it did not feel like the Big Day.
Yeah, that was not a big day. That was the opposite of his big day.
It felt like the worst day.
Yeah, that was a bad day.
No bullshit. Maybe a sophomore slump of his, right? So to your point, man, really refreshing to get this album out of him now. He's in a different place. You hear it on the project, you hear it on the album. Starline.
Chance the Rapper, Starline is the album that we're referring to.
Yes.
Please go check it out. I historically, I wasn't a fan of Chance the Rapper like that. I got a chance to meet him. Great guy. Seemed really nice. But I wasn't really a fan of his music. I thought, I thought he was being heralded as one of the ones prematurely at that time. And then I started to respect his respect for just the craft. And coming from Chicago, we know the rich history of Chicago artists, right?
Absolutely.
He was kind of adding on to that. I think one of the dope things about hip hop is we're always looking for that next one to represent a region, right? Which is why I think the Kendrick Lamars or the Tyler the Creators and the Jizz, JIDs, these guys are now the new faces of certain regions, right?
Yeah.
Compared to their the people who came before them. But with the Chance the Rapper album, when I listen to it, I can tell that he's lived life in between albums.
Seasoned.
It's the opposite of how I feel about Gunna, where it's like, I'm just looking for smash. I'm just looking to create my concert set list with a new song.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them songs are gonna grow on me, by the way. I'll keep you posted.
Wait on Gunna?
Who getting fucked tonight?
That's not growing on you. It's not growing on you.
Don't bring your friend unless it's a threesome. You a freak? I'm trying to freak some.
I think the content is growing on you. The song is not. I think the content, you might be getting closer to the content and your spirit and your personal life.
I ain't doing no fucking.
I think you feel that for real. It's like, oh, who's getting fucked tonight? Like you feeling that every time. Every Saturday, that's how you coming.
No, I'm not.
This nigga get off of work and start throwing on that Gunna. Who's getting fucked tonight?
They might have did something on that one. Burn the boy and Gunna. They might. I'm sorry, SaVon, continue. But you're right. He has lived from this album to the last one. Absolutely, I agree. And he's always done a very great job of educating us while providing vibes.
Yep.
I've loved that about him. Even the title of the album, Starline. Starline is a Marcus Garvey's company that he created for black people.
Got it.
Right? Just having that.
Marcus Garvey?
Yeah, Marcus Garvey. Shout out to Marcus Garvey. Don't get Dr. Umar started on Marcus Garvey. He give you a whole motherfucking dissertation on that mother. All right? But yeah, I love how he's always incorporated, hey, we can have fun and I can also educate you.
Yep.
When I clicked on the project, I always try to check out the features here and there. But this time, I ain't really pay attention.
You ain't do that?
I ain't do that this time.
I did that,
You did that? How'd you feel about the features?
Because I feel like the pendulum has swung back and we're getting away from the same 6 features. I'm gonna keep saying this because I appreciate this shit, because I remember I was depressed looking at these new albums, seeing the same 6 niggas.
Yeah.
I was tired of it. So last week when I saw JID and I saw the Ciara feature and I saw the Bun B feature and on the clips I'm seeing Stove God. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just seeing different names. I'm like, oh shit, I'm interested, right? Yeah. On his album, I'm like, okay, I expect to see BJ the Chicago kid, right? I expect that with Chance the Rapper. Yeah, like that's the connection. They grew up together. I associate them together. I even expect the Vic Mensa, because I know they got a relationship.
They're close.
Really good songs, by the way. But I was happy. I was pleasantly surprised to see Jasmine Sullivan.
Yo, on the outro.
I was pleasantly surprised to see a J Electronica. Whether I'm a fan or not.
Second to last,
seeing Lil Wayne, Smino, Joey Badass, right? Like, we're not just going to, and there's no shade and there's no knock.
No.
But it's not just the Cash Cobains because he got the sound right now. He got the move right now. You know what I'm saying?
Not
like,
just going to what's lit.
We're doing things that make sense for the artistry. So I was a fucking massive fan of that. Bro.
Absolutely. And you know what's funny, SaVon? I heard some of these songs before the release, not because I had an exclusive.
Yo, you and Nyla in this industry shit. Every time y'all come in the studio, y'all talk to me like I'm a peasant. Like I don't really be outside, but I really be outside in a real way though, Brodusky. You heard me?
Brodusky, in a real way, you've been killing it. Yo, you know he retired from content, by the way.
Nah, I'm gonna get him
back.
back.
Did you see that? You saw
I'm gonna get him back.
You said he done with content.
I'm gonna get him back.
Nah, he said he back to plumbing.
That's well, we got some pipe leaks in the studio, nigga. All right? We got a pipe. Yo, Aaron the plumber, man, come sit down with us, dog.
Go bring him out his retirement. But no, the songs that I was familiar with, he was actually dropping some singles over the past few months. I just didn't realize that they were going to end up all on one project. And I did enjoy the song, but I didn't love them. I'll be honest with you, right? The Joey Badass song I heard months ago. Fire. Amazing. And it fits really well on the album. I'll just say this, SaVon, right? I went into the album with no expectations, but I think it's safe to say that Chance the Rapper is all the way back. All right. If you enjoy acid rap, if you enjoy coloring book, those type of styles, those pockets, those types of insight, the vulnerability, it's all on this project. I'm not trying to overglaze and nothing. I'm just being very frank with you guys. I went into it with no expectations, especially coming off of his separation from his wife.
Divorce
From
right?
his wife. Divorce from his wife. Yeah. That's even more than separation.
I think Chance is around my age too.
Word.
Yeah, I think Chance is around that 30 to 32.
30 to 30.
Kinda, yeah, I think he's around my age. So to kind of hear him go through some of the same things that I've been going through.
Right.
Again, in the 2 albums that you named, the 2 mixtapes that you named, projects that he has that kind of pushed him into the space, Coloring Book, and what's the other? Acid Rap.
Yep.
Those 2, like, I wasn't a fan of those. I'll say that, right? So I went into this thinking, hey, I know we have a job to do here on the Need to Know podcast. I'm going to listen because my brother gave me some goddamn homework, all right? He told me to listen to it. I'm going to go listen to it, but I'm going into it with a closed mind because I know I didn't like his previous catalog, so why am I going to like this? That's what I told myself. But I listened with an open heart.
I love that.
And I was like, holy shit. This is probably my favorite album of his that he's put out because of all of the things that you said.
Yeah.
It also sounds good. The music sounds good, but he's speaking to things. He's talking about, again, getting a divorce before you're 31, before you're 32, before you're 35. Like, what can that do for your mental, your psyche? How do you navigate certain things, right? Like, him talking about those things on the album is super dope. The one critique that I do have, I wish he just would have marketed a little bit better.
Got you.
I wish, because and maybe this is just because I'm so
maybe
into
the budget changed.
Maybe the budget.
He's been independent.
So he's been independent.
And the budget changed.
Nah, he ain't that
after
independent.
the divorce?
Oh yeah, she probably took half of that shit. Half his budget.
I ain't put out an album in how long?
Maybe.
I ain't saying he broke or nothing like that. Of course not. But, maybe just the budget changed.
I wish he would have just marketed this one more, because I liken him to, because remember, it was that conversation that he was going to be like the next one.
Yeah.
Remember that?
He was on that route.
He was that, people were just saying that, and they meant it, and he checked off a lot of those boxes. And then I feel like Tyler, the Creator, kind of took his lane. Although Tyler was, they came out around the same time. Right. I think Tyler, his consistency, he kind of just overtook what Chance was supposed to be in my eyes.
No, I'm not mad though.
Right? There's a lot of overlap there, but that's really the only issue that I have with this. It just wasn't marketed enough. I don't know what the single is. Do you?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, because he put a few out, right? Yeah. The joint with Joey Badass was out for a little bit. I forget the other song that was out already, but again, to your point, he did all of that in a way that just wasn't corny.
Yeah.
Right? I think the reason why we hated the album about his wife was like, yo, you ain't make love sound cool.
Nah, he hated his wife at the time.
He had to, yo.
This is Speed of Love with Jasmine Sullivan, the outro.
Fam. It's the outro right here, man. That's how you end it.
Yeah, I just want to play a little bit of this, man.
After that, play Rod for me.
Okay.
Thank you. Where the love at?
Is it Ride for me or just Ride?
Nah, it's Ride. It's the second song with Do or Die on the feature. Sound comfortable. You hear him?
Yeah.
Sounds super in his pocket.
I just want to hear Jasmine Sullivan croon.
She coming at the look.
I just want to hear her croon. Like,
she coming.
If I hear or see Jasmine Sullivan, I just click on it.
You got me.
That's it. I just press play.
I'm the same way. It's true.
But this nigga won't stop.
I told you, she a little bit halfway through. Yeah, she's towards the end of it.
All right, you know what? Listen to that shit on your own time. It is a good album, but we're going to listen to that nigga on his own time. Let's go to Ride.
Classic sample. This is Don't Stop by One Way. You've heard this song a million times. Some of y'all was probably made to this song. Look at the pocket.
Yeah, nah, this is how he started the album for me. This is how he started the album for me. Like, yeah, man.
He had a classic artist on there, or group, Do or Die.
Yeah, man.
Just the features on here fit so well. And I'm really happy to say that Chance the Rapper is definitely back, y'all.
For sure.
Y'all can stop the jokes. You can end the jokes. I will say this, though. I hate that he had to lose his wife to find himself.
Nah, that'd be the best album. That's why this shit's so good. I told you, bro. Honestly,
that shit, damn,
I'm not
I
gonna
want
lie.
love.
Nah, I don't sometimes.
That's
Not
my
my
Aries
music.
brother.
Not my music.
You don't want love. You love R&B. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I like when they be heartbroken.
Oh,
That's when you get the best work.
The best
When
version of
motherfuckers is happy, they don't make good art.
What's that about?
They really don't. Like,
gotta
I need a
debunk that.
little bit of drugs,
No.
a little bit of heartbreak, and you're gonna be just fine as an artist. I'm telling you, it just works better.
You know what? And that's why the last album was so well. The album they didn't enjoy, the Big Day. Like
Exactly. Because you can't even tell me what you're about to tell me because nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Yo,
no, for
Kid
rappers,
Cudi.
no rappers usually like there are rappers who be married and put out good albums.
Only 2 Chainz could do that.
You're in my fucking mind. That's what I was thinking about.
Because he's the only one.
2 Chainz only nigga married.
He the only one who be married and makes
2
some
Chainz.
ill shit. I be like, oh, this nigga hard.
Yeah,
but I
definitely
promise
hard.
you, the day that Drake,
Yeah.
the day that Rick Ross, the day that any of them dudes get married,
It's
it's
over with?
done. It's over, bro. Like, that's why Young Thug's struggling. He can't kill niggas.
Stop.
Bro, when you take away niggas' superpower, all right?
Killing
Niggas, doing drugs.
That's not his superpower.
Like, imagine Wiz or Snoop couldn't smoke.
Oh, man.
It's all bad. You see, when Eminem got off of the drugs,
See that?
it was over. Kid Cudi stopped doing it. It's
don't
over,
do that.
bro.
I'm not afraid
That was
to take a stand.
that's when he was just on the weed, though.
Everybody,
I need them pills.
come take my hand.
But he need to get back.
Come walk this road together.
Yep.
Through the storm.
Okay.
No matter what.
Let's get it.
No.
Nah, keep going.
Let you.
We need that back. Like, we gotta infuse a little bit of like. We need vices sometimes, and our vices may be our superpower. So I like when a nigga lose his wife and give me better music. Something got to come out of cost. You can't be rich, wealthy, you know what I'm saying, articulate.
You just can't have it all.
You can't have it all. Like, I couldn't have my hairline in this lifetime.
You would have been.
I couldn't have my hairline in this
They would have been
lifetime.
able to contain you.
I don't know who I would have been. Like, this hat contains me. This hat is what holds me down.
It's a container?
Keeps my ego in check. Keeps my thoughts in check. Like, this hat is symbolic to what it is God needed to do so I wouldn't be fucking going crazy in the streets. A lot of y'all niggas, y'all would hate me even more. Yeah, like, I couldn't have it all. Like, if you had eyesight,
all right, see, you don't have eyesight
nah,
no
if
more.
your glasses,
That's how we started this podcast. You know that, right? You done lost your eyesight. That's the thing.
I'm just saying, but imagine if you had a choice between the glasses or not.
I'd be killing.
It's over. I would never introduce you to my girl.
Yo, you good?
Nah, I wouldn't.
So you could. So you saying you can introduce me to your girl now?
Right
not because we mans, but because what?
I feel good about that. Like, I think there's yin and yang right now. Like, it's an equal. You know what I mean?
Clean that shit the fuck up, homie. Clean that shit the fuck up, homie.
Nah, I'm joking.
No,
bro.
you joking. You right though.
When the last time you met one?
Huh?
See, it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
I ain't never doing it again.
Same.
Cause why you did that to me?
You my man, bro.
But why you did that?
I never took one of yours.
I'm fucking
I started feeling bad.
Like, wait, I did that.
You heard my voice? I was like, no, I ain't take one of yours.
Never changed.
But no, you're right though, because I heard a lot of bachelor pad bars on this album, even just co-parenting bars. But again, he did it in such a chance way. Yeah. As to where it didn't feel like I was listening to the Big Day Part 2 and here goes some more corny shit I want to hear about.
For sure.
He stuck to what he did well and what he does well. And I really like this project, man.
Me too.
It's definitely up there for releases of the year for me.
Really good project. Real quick, let's hit on a few things.
Cardi?
Before we get out of here. Yes, indeed. I just want to play the original for a little bit. Cause you see how you talk?
Hot. SaVon shit.
Because there's a lot of people who just discovered this song for whatever reason.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
That's hot shit. Fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Money. I'm all money. Money.
Yeah. Classic song. Classic song. This is like...
And this is a song where Hov was kind of sneak dissing niggas.
If I was gonna... all right, so the 7 Mile dick ship that's coming today, if they say, yo, play...
Alien ship.
How... All right, think about how a 7 Mile spaceship is shaped. How you get to 7 miles without it being formed like that?
right, it might look like a penis.
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Never
You
mind.
need the aerodynamics at the top of the shit to get. But I'm just saying, I'm using my imagination. But if they arrived in the dick ship and they was like, yo, who is Hove? This is one of the songs.
I'm putting this right on.
Because this embodies who he is.
Yep.
So
they're gonna start.
I love the fact that it's getting this resurgence. Shout out to Cardi B.
It's a little polished, a little bit on the beat.
And she's talking on it the same way Hove did.
Yeah, heavy. Talking heavy, talking shit. I'm saying like What else?
I like how she was talking.
Know who they fucking with. Glory hole? Bitches don't know who they fucking with.
Nah, I enjoyed the song for what it was. I enjoyed the song for what it was. It was, hey, I just want to talk shit to you bitches. Like, that's it. And I appreciate that. She also, in addition to some of the other rappers that came out this year, she has made me feel the poorest out of anything that I heard.
She said she buy big boy watches and take the links out of them. Yeah, she said that.
She said
grown man watches. I'm sorry.
No, she said a night at Carbone for her is Olive Garden. I spent my whole life
in Olive Garden
trying to go to Carbone for one night. She said that is her Applebee's.
I was fucking stuck with them salty ass breadsticks. Breadsticks be salty as fuck.
You ever had the spicy rigatoni from Carbone?
I ain't gonna lie, I have.
That's living. That's living. And she do that on the regular. Like she made me feel like I don't know who she was talking to, who she intended to make feel away when she laid these vocals.
But she got us.
But she dissed. Like I felt dissed.
Yeah. A lot of mixed reviews on the internet.
I be in the Bronx, Cardi. Relax. Like the fuck, nigga. I be uptown, nigga, for real.
I think it's crazy. But no, a lot of mixed reviews, right? There I've seen people say that they should have left this classic alone. Oh my God, how did Jay-Z clear this? Let me tell y'all something, man. Hove has been clearing samples for a while now.
Yes.
In fact, I was just listening to Kalan for real. He's a West Coast artist. He just flipped a Jay-Z joint. Granted, he is under Rock Nation. But the point still stands. but chill.
Hey, man.
But the point still stands. He has been clearing certain things. And a point that we're going to get to in a second, Nicki Minaj has had her back and forths with both Cardi B and now Jay-Z as of late. And there are people out there insinuating that maybe Jay-Z pulls certain strings to kind of fight back behind closed scenes. Again, we'll get to that in a second. When I heard the song, I was a bit confused, not because I thought it was good or bad, solely because I thought it was gonna be like imaginary players for the strip club.
Yeah, you thought some asses. Yeah, you thought some asses. I was waiting to hear how is she gonna shake ass to this?
I thought it was gonna be like boom, 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 boom.
I was curious too.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna get a little bit more of that. So I thought it was a bit interesting to see the approach that she chose for this single.
Yeah,
I do like that it isn't a summer club record. Summer over, y'all. Mm-hmm. This album is also going to be out in the middle of September.
September 19th.
September 19th, exactly. So this is going to be a good lead-in into the fall. I love that. As in terms of her flow, I don't have a problem with it. It's just a bit slower. And I think she's not accustomed to that. In fact, I want to give her flowers for even attempting to do something like this, especially on your sophomore project. Give us something a little bit different, right? Like, we already know what you can do. We know the pocket you like to live in. We know the beats you like to rap on. I like that you're trying to get outside the box a little bit. I also can hear Partisan Fontaine's pen.
Oh, he wrote this? I don't know.
Look at me.
Okay, you know something that I don't know.
Look at me.
You doing that nihilist shit again? Where y'all just in the industry, y'all just know everything, and I just come in here looking stupid as fuck because I don't know anything, right?
Not a problem. Like if Partisan Fontaine ever flipped imaginary players,
this is what it would sound like.
This is how the flow, the pocket. Again, not a problem. Cardi's super talented, Party's super talented. And I do enjoy the record. I think my favorite part about this record is she kind of giving something for the baddies, the ladies, or whatever you label yourself as, to kind of talk shit about, kind of getting a bag about, right? And for people that enjoy bars, maybe some men who don't go to Cardi for bars, to kind of respect her and look at her in a little bit of a different light, right? Mm-hmm. Imaginary Players is a record that any Jay-Z fan is gonna defend, support, you know, all the good stuff. Give flowers to. So I think it just kind of allows for other people who don't look at her for metaphors and rap, even though she does do it in her music, to kind of give it, you know what, let's pay more attention to Cardi on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And good effort.
It's just
pretty
something,
good effort.
It's something different.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things where, like I said a few weeks ago about Gunna and his album, and how I feel he's just looking for a song to add to his set list when he performs. I think this is just one of those moments where it's like, yo, I am really a hip hop artist. I'm really an artist. And so I can step outside of my bag. It's like when you see Glorilla with Kirk Franklin.
And Maverick City.
I'm showing you, you know, whether no matter how it's received, I'm just showing you that I'm willing to step outside and try different things. And also, I'm going to take a classic song from one of the biggest artists ever. I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to acknowledge, I'm paying tribute to this. Like, especially like sampling in hip hop can be very, you know, you got to almost search for the sample sometimes, right? Like you don't always hear it right away in the sample.
Right.
But the fact that she just took the instrumental. She didn't sample it. She used the instrumental, right?
Yeah. Put a little noise gate on it.
She put a little noise gate on it, threw Pro Tools a few times and say, yo, run it. Like that was all it is. So when they said he cleared the sample, again, like you said, I thought she was going to make it her own, but she just took the song and said, no, I'm going to use this beat, get it cleared and put it on my album. And I think that's also a tribute to hip hop.
Yeah.
Right. And now Imaginary Playerz is Jay-Z's most streamed song today because people are going backwards to listen to that. And so just like I said with Taylor Swift a little bit earlier, when you get a Taylor Swift to go on a podcast, it causes a trickle down effect for people that want to explore more podcasts, maybe explore that specific podcast. And that's what Cardi B did with this. She said, I'm going to take this song, I'm going to name it the exact same thing that I'm referring it to.
Same title.
And now for anybody who wasn't familiar with Jay-Z's version of it, because there is a world where people aren't familiar with Hov's version, now it's like, oh shit, let me go hear what Hov did to this.
Exactly.
Now let me go, maybe I'm going to tap into this album, or maybe I want to hear different songs that Jay-Z did. Like, it just gives you that filter. And so for that, I'm going to respect and appreciate and acknowledge her effort in there. I'm not going to try to grade this song and break it down and the analysis and the disses. Like, no, she's dissing all of you hoes.
Yeah.
All right? All
which is fly. Like, that's hip hop.
This is just what it is.
Foxy did it. Lil Kim has done it.
She's getting it off. She's
Nicki Minaj has done it.
Exactly.
Like,
so
I'm talking shit.
I do think there's a little bit of Hov and Nicki stuff there.
Hey, that's what I wanted to get to. Let me tell you something. You said something about, when we're talking about Drake, an approach he could use, right? Maybe going behind the scenes to kind of do some of the things he wants to do, as opposed to just blatantly just suing front facingly. If I'm Jay-Z and I have a problem, I'm just saying, this is all alleged, y'all. All right. Welcome to story time. If I am Jay-Z and it's alleged that Nicki Minaj really does have a beef and problem with me, and this isn't for the internet, we're really having some real beef, yeah, I'm gonna go clear your op shit.
Every time. Every time. And I hope it goes number one.
What?
Fuck you again.
If there was any other way to combat your op, that's how I'm gonna do it.
That's how you do it.
That's how I'm gonna do it. Because again, I already said that Jay-Z has been clearing samples. It's an easy thing to just be like, yo, man, I've been clearing shit. This is nothing. But then if somebody like a Nicki Minaj could be like, yo, you know what you're doing. Regardless, great move, good song. I'm curious to see what the rest of the album is gonna sound like now. Again, this is a slower song. I also think that she's gonna put out another single before her album.
Yeah, I would think and hope so.
I think so, but
I would think and hope so.
Cutting close, right? Again, I'm just so accustomed to her having like the big outside dance type record before a project or before something else is coming.
So what I appreciate about her putting this type of song out, and obviously on this album, she's still gonna have WAP, she's still gonna have Up, and Outside, right? They're still gonna be on that project. So I don't think the numbers is gonna be a thing, but I think the feeling of, hey, is this album successful or not based on the body of work compared to just the singles that's already been out.
Right.
I think it's a smart idea to put something like this out, is because in most labels, A&R situations, I remember the story. I'm gonna refer back to my guy Neo, right? When he first came out, he was like, yo, I want to just go straight for the smash. Let's throw out So Sick. Let's put out Sexy Love. Let's put out all these things because I know these are going to go. This is what L.A. Reid was saying.
Right.
Or Neo was telling L.A. Reid, and L.A. Reid was like, no, we're going to put Stay out first with PD Crack because we just want people to get familiar. We just want people to kind of get introduced to you. You know what I'm saying?
First,
like, because it's a good song.
Yeah.
But is it going to be the one that takes you to that next? Is it going to? No, it's just an appetizer, right?
Right.
And sometimes you got to put out appetizers. And I think this is a great appetizer for this album. It's like, look, guys, this is what I'm doing. Y'all know I ain't going nowhere. She's talking to shit. She told you, yo, a flop for me is your biggest album set. Like, me and you are not being graded on the same scale, right? So she's getting it off. Yeah. She's we're talking about it. People are getting excited about it. The artwork is here. So this is like the appetizer. This is like the stay before she drops the So Six, the Sexy Loves, and all of the other things that come with it.
Yeah, I agree. You guys can stop your think pieces. All right? Yeah. This is hip hop. She's a participant in hip hop, and she ain't doing nothing different than the people before her.
I will give one critique though.
What's that?
Can I do that?
No problem with critiques. Yeah.
I don't like the artwork.
Oh yeah.
I don't like this demonic looking artwork.
But yeah, the artwork with all the crows and shit.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, maybe the baddies could break that one down for us. Maybe the fashion baddies. Maybe there's something we not really.
I think that's the only thing. I think that's the only thing.
It feels dark.
It don't feel good.
It's like the Addams Family or some shit.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the artwork, but other than that, I have nothing bad to say. Again, Cardi, I'll be uptown too, shorty. I know you say you're a Bronx legend. Yes, you are. I too am trying to become just what you are, a Bronx legend.
For different reasons though. You ain't trying to get in the booth.
Nah, same reasons.
Your booth is different.
I like that booth that I'm in. I like the pocket that I stay in when I'm uptown, though.
You ain't got a music booth, nigga. You got a hookah booth.
All right, nigga. You know what? It's been a Monday with the Needs to Know podcast. Alex, this is fun. This feels good. Yeah. I can't wait to get back in here on Tuesday. Again, like we said, some weeks it'll just be Alex and I. Some weeks we'll have our friends. We got old voices, familiar voices, I should say.
And new voices.
We got new voices coming.
Yeah.
Let us know what y'all want to talk about. We're also going to be dropping new additional bonus content over on our Patreon. You can get these episodes with the music and the video over on Patreon. So if you want both, if you're a visual person, but you also want the music and the clips that we have, we do put that on Patreon. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to do that on YouTube. They do not reward us for that.
They do not, guys. You know that.
But this was really fun, Alex. I can't wait to do this with you every Monday and Thursday, brother.
Facts.
I appreciate you being here. Yo, we twinsies. You see us?
Yeah, we got,
we twins.
Oh, we got the squishy basketball pants.
We got the athleisure.
The athleisure.
We may be the best athleisure pod there is.
They ain't fucking with us.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't fucking with us. Hey, man. Yo, just watch yourself.
Nah, you're right.
You be good. You be good until the end.
I know. That's when it get a little tricky.
Yeah, this has been a Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. Don't forget, man. Need to know each and every Monday and Thursday. Gang.